Come on, a zombie movie directed by Zack Snyder? Let's do this. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion for my movie review for Army of the Dead, which is in theaters right now and also will be on Netflix May 21st, 2021. If this is your first time finding me and you happen to like the video, please give me that thumbs up and consider subscribing. So when the trailer for this movie came out, I checked it out. I loved it. I did react to it as well. So my reaction is up on my channel if you want to go check it out. But this is being directed by Zack Snyder and also written by him and his wife, Deborah Snyder. I'm a big fan of their work. If you don't know who Zack Snyder is, which I'm sure you do, he did Justice League the Snyder Cut. He did Watchmen. He did 300. He did that Owls movie that came out a number of years ago. And also that movie with the samurai ladies. That's like the only movie of his that I did not like. One reason I was excited about this movie is, one, I like Zack Snyder. Two, I like zombies, and when you combine those together, you're gonna have a great time. But if you didn't know, Dawn of the Dead, another zombie movie, is Zack Snyder's very first film ever. This is his directorial debut. And to this day, well, I'm not talking about Army of the Dead, this is like my favorite zombie movie of all time. I haven't seen every zombie movie, but I remember when I had this in college, you know, I used to watch this all the time, you know, if I had company or if I was, you know, by myself. Hey, when I watched Dawn of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, I really did love this movie, especially Ving Rhames. I don't know why I'm flinging this around everywhere. I guess I'm so excited, but especially like Ving Rhames, you know, in that movie. I'm a big fan of Ving Rhames. You know, one of his lines I remember, he was like, you know, what did he say exactly? I forgot. I'm so excited right now. He was just like, oh, the only thing that's worse than dying is waiting to die. You know, I just remember that, you know, with his big, deep voice or whatever. So I was really, really looking forward to this movie. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't seen anybody else's review, but I'm looking at people's thumbnails and, you know, the titles of their movie, like, yeah, it was a blast and it was this. I did not love this movie as much as everybody else, but I still did like it. But before I get any further, let me tell you what this thing is all about. Following a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble, venturing into the quarantine zone to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted. Now, one thing about this movie that I did not expect that I really did like is it had kind of a political message to it that kind of relates to the world that we live in today. It was pretty accurate, and I thought they knocked that out of the park. So I really have to give them 2 thumbs up right there. As far as the beginning of this film that was released on Netflix the day on Friday, May 14th, I got to be honest with you guys, I hated the intro of this movie, the very beginning. Now, I shout out to all the brothers and sisters out there that serve in the military. Kudos to you. I don't do it. I can only imagine how difficult it is, and I don't want to like make any assumptions. But the soldiers at the very beginning of this movie were some of the worst, most incompetent soldiers I've ever seen in my entire life in any movie, TV show, or entertainment. I was scratching my head like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? What are you doing? This is stupid. Do you have no common sense? I mean, like, I was really turned off by this, and I heard that this movie was good, but when I saw how they was executing things, I was like, this movie sucks. You know, but it's just the intro. I really didn't like that. After that, things did get a lot better. You know, I calmed down and was able to take things in. Now, Bautista is at the lead of this film, and I have to say, after watching this film, he is one of my favorite actors right now. One, because he just did a great job, and two, because the man is like super humble. I mean, he used to be a wrestler a number of years ago, which pretty much everybody knows. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy and all that stuff. But this, right, I mean, he's really humble. He's like, you know, I'm not an actor. I know that, you know, it takes a lot of talent to do this and, you know, convince people and be compelling up on the screen. And he realizes that. I mean, he does, you know, he knows his place, you know, for lack of a better saying. But he really did kind of elevate his acting in this and started emoting when it has to do with his family. And I was really impressed by it. Not going to win any awards at the Oscar season or anything like that, but of course that's not the goal. But as a great leading man, I mean, I wanted to see him in the Suicide Squad with James Gunn, but after seeing this, you know, he turned it down for this movie because it was a scheduling conflict. And I would just go ahead and say that, you know, he made the right decision. And I really like him, you know, in this film. Also, with the other remaining cast, you have a large group of mercenaries. Everybody has a different trade they're good at that can lead to the execution of them trying to get this heist in this quarantine zone. And they did a great job there. Omari Hardwick is in this, and he has like this big chainsaw, which was pretty dope. Also have a bunch of people that I've never heard of, and Theo Rossi as well. I like him as an actor too. He's always like a bad guy, a slimy Weasley type of character, and he was the worst in this movie as well. They always got to throw some people in there that you don't like, and so he's a good character, you know, that you don't like as well. Now, as far as the action is concerned, it's super dope. You know, I mean, the film is simple. There's zombies everywhere. Don't get bitten. You know, don't, you know, shoot them in the head. We all know how zombies work. And this movie was still able to deliver something fresh to you that you've never seen before, because these are not just your regular zombies that are slow and going around. They do have those, but they have these Super Saiyan zombies as well. I mean, that are not playing any games. I don't know if you saw the trailer or not, but there was one character with this knife swinging at him like this, and he's dodging it like he's Neo from the Matrix. And when I reacted to the trailer, I was like, oh shit! This is scary. They're like up a creek, and I don't want to tell you how smart they are because I don't want to ruin anything for you, but these zombies ain't messing around. You know what I'm saying? They are just as smart, if not smarter than us human beings, and stronger. You know, and so like I don't think I mean, I ain't seen every zombie movie, but what I forgot the zombie movie with what you call it. Was it Brad Pitt, World War Z or World of Z or something like that? You know, they had some fast zombies in there too, but I think these zombies in this movie, Army of the Dead, were just a little bit more intelligent. Now, another thing that I really did like about this movie is just how they set it up. They had this one shot that's in the trailer where they had like an Avengers circling around with all the soldiers back to back, just emptying their magazines. And it was just badass on top of badass. And I'm just like, man, and the way that they edited that into this movie with the background noise and the narration and all that good stuff, I was like, when that showed that part in the movie, I was like smiling ear to ear, you know what I'm saying? So that was super dope right there too. And the action was nice. I mean, it really was nice. And I'm not spoiling anything for you here. There was a young lady in this movie that had a knife, a big ass knife, and a pistol. My goodness gracious. She was going to work with that thing. I was like, God damn it, you go girl, you know what I'm saying? I need to call you and try to get some training or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If zombies pop out everywhere, you know what I mean? Because we don't never know. We'll never know. But I was like, man, I really liked the way she was throwing down. Now, trust me, I didn't spoil nothing for you because it's not like when her character was first introduced. She was like, hi, I'm so-and-so with the knife and the pistol. Like, oh, that's the part that Brandon was talking about. No, you're not going to know it's happening until it happens. And then in the middle of it, you're like, oh, that may be the part that Brandon is talking about. But she was going to work with that knife and that pistol. And I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. It was choreographed well. And I'm like, I just love nice choreography, fighting choreography and stuff like that. But I've said this before, guys, I love a woman that can kick some ass. It's just something about a woman that knows how to fight and kick ass is just super dope to me. And there was a lot of ass kicking women in this film. Now, there's a couple of dumb decisions here and there, but I did like that. The zombie tiger was dope. And like, you know, now I really did like everything, but let me go ahead and get to some of the things that I really just didn't like. At one point towards the end, I kind of got a little bit disappointed with how everything ended. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of let down by this. And then I thought it was over and we got a little bit more movie and I thought that was cool. But there's two things that really rubbed me the wrong way in this movie. One is I still at this point don't fully understand how the smart zombies work and what their goal is. That really wasn't explained in this movie. And I was left just wanting an explanation. So I was just kind of frustrated. And even one of the characters addressed it in the movie, they're like, yeah, I don't really understand how it works, but I understand how this works too. And I'm just like, no, I want to know what's going on. Now, they may be able to explain that in like future sequels, but you know, it kind of left me hungry. And you know, that was just kind of disappointing there. But something else that really bothered me that is in any type of fighting or engagement in war, I want to see every character giving their 100% effort to seize the day, to win, to succeed. And there was just too many. Now, you had a lot of characters in this movie that was throwing down and fighting and just doing all types of badassery. But there was also just too many times to where everybody wasn't giving the 100% effort. I'm just like, why are you standing there? There's a zombie right there. Shoot it in the head. Throw something, a rock, something. Like, why are you not killing this zombie? Why are you not helping this other person out? This person is about to die and you have a gun and you can at least try to help them, but you're not. You're just standing there looking, and that really frustrated me. And so you have a lot of good with the action, but you have some things that are like really frustrating as well. And that just kind of really rubbed me the wrong way. And like, the soundtrack and the score was good. The way it was shot was good. I mean, it looked beautiful. I really did enjoy this. It's not anything, of course, that you have to take too seriously. You can focus if you want to, or you can just, have it playing in the background for eating, drinking, shoving popcorn, down your mouth. But, overall, it was good. I did like it, but I didn't love it. So if I had to rate this film out of 1 out of 10, let me think about it for a second, but I'll just go ahead and say it right now, guys, that is just my opinion. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to see my movie review for those who want me dead, you can go ahead and click right here, starring Angelina Jolie. But again, if I had to rate Army of the Dead out of a 1 out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I want to give it higher than that because there were some things that they did really well in this film, but those few things that I listed did kind of just rub me the wrong way. I mean, this could have really been a true banger, but it wasn't, just for those few things right there. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Kid Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.